feel like a good intro for a sit down with Justin Edwards is how you greet people when you do your media availabilities. You greet us with
We meet again.
hello, no, hello people,
Oh,
or we meet
yeah.
again. So you started doing that as your rookie season went along. Now it's your first NBA offseason. What's life like as Justin Edwards right now?
Um, really just I'm starting to get back into things. I took a little break, went to Jamaica. But now that I'm ramping back up into things and trying to take a bigger leap than what I was last year. So just working on the things that Coach talked about during the exit meeting.
What were some of those things?
My body, my jump shot. That's the two biggest things he talked about. But things I want to work on for myself is like I just said, my body, and I want to be able to change my eating habits. So that's really like the biggest things for me.
I'm going to follow up on that in a second, coming off your visit to Dallas with Tyrese Maxey. But you're coming off a workout right now when you're not on court. You've been doing some Twitch streaming, so your page on there, JE Not Real, playing video games. So what do you play? What games? How long have you been? How's it going?
I play 2K, Call of Duty. It's all right. You know, I just do it just because like I'm always playing the game when I'm not here working out. So like I'm a big gamer. So I just was like, why not just stream, talk to the fans or whatever. So that's really why I started streaming.
Do you have like a set group of people that you game with? Any teammates, or is it just fans
I was
most of the
playing
time?
with I was playing with Drummond for a while, and then I stopped playing with Drummond, and I play with my everyday homies. Play with my uncle here and there. So that's really about it.
Back to Tyrese Maxey and working out with him in Dallas. I know he has high expectations for you next year, and some of your goals that you've already covered. There was another one in addition to shooting and body. It's, quote, getting back to your old self on the court is what you told us in Dallas, which includes being more explosive around the rim, you said. Why that last part?
Just off the fact that like I've always tried to dunk on people, like just to try like so and I feel like I went away from that. So that's one of the things like laying the ball up is cool, but I had my coach, his name is Coach Tahar. He always told me like nobody wants a player that's 6'6" and always laying the ball up. So I always had the mentality to like just trying to dunk on everybody, and I feel like I went away from that. So that's one of the things that I'm trying to focus on this year is just to get more explosive so I can be able to try to dunk on guys this year.
How many dunks do you think you had as a rookie?
On people? I was about to say I dunked
In
on
general.
4 people this year?
Okay.
But in general, I don't know. Not enough. I'll say that.
What about the NBA was what you expected coming in, and what about it was different?
The games, the amount of games from the G League and then playing 44 games with the Sixers, it was like a big change. It felt like AAU at one point, going back and forth. But that was I feel like the biggest thing that I knew coming into the league. And what was the second part?
The difference you said you covered. So what was like kind of what you expected coming into it?
Uh, the amount of work. I feel like every step you take in your basketball career, the work gets more intense. So when I got here, the work was like really really intense, and I had to like mentally prepare myself also.
A key word that I took away from speaking with you in a group setting all season was positivity, and how that played such a role in your first season transitioning from Kentucky to here. So as you improved throughout your rookie season, how do you think positivity, being positive with yourself, played a role?
It helped me a lot, especially when I started to go through that slump, like towards the end of the year when I hurt my ankle. So I was like in the shooting slump, and I was like starting to get down on myself. But I remember to just stay positive, and I feel like it helped me out. And then I went on a stretch where I had a lot of good games. So that all played a part of just me being positive and just believing in myself and the work that I put in.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff happened in February. You had your jersey retired at Imhotep. You had your contract converted to a standard NBA deal, but it was a random practice when you said, now I've learned how to be more patient and positive with myself. And I remember thinking that I liked that at the time. Before that, January 28th against LeBron and the Lakers. Describe getting introduced as a Sixers starter in front of the home crowd for the first time.
I was a little nervous, just off the fact first time starting, and then it was like, what was it? We played on we played on TNT.
Yep.
So that was like my first TV game starting, and then we were playing against like LeBron. So it was like I had told Reese after the game, like, my bad, bro. I'll be better next game because I was a little nervous. So I feel like I ain't played my best.
And you share an agent with those guys in Rich Paul, with Tyrese, with LeBron. I know that's how you found out from Rich about getting your contract converted. Early in the season, how did playing with the Bluecoats in the G League help you to stay positive?
It helped me build my confidence back. That was the biggest thing of me going down in the G. Like I took it as a positive thing and not a negative thing. You know, I took it as just going down into to work on the things that the coaches want me to work on and just to try to get back to myself.
As we speak now in late May, what was this time of year like for you last year with pre-draft workouts and
It
travel?
was a lot. Like when we first started, like I was like, oh, working out with all the teams is like, you know, it was cool. But after a while, like the flights and all that stuff, it started to get a little tiring. But you know, it's a experience that I've dreamed of and was really happy going forward. Uh, I don't know really. I was just really happy to be able to work out with all the teams, and now I'm here.
Did you work out with all 30 teams?
No, not all 30 teams. I had what 12 workouts.
Tyrese Maxey said that you were the number one high school player for a reason. How did you work through not getting drafted?
Oh, it was hard. It was hard at first, just off the fact that I felt like I deserved to get drafted, even though I didn't have a year that everybody expected me to have. I didn't play bad, I don't think, but I didn't have the year that people expected me to have. So that just going undrafted, really, I didn't think of it as a setback. It was just like how my life always been. Really, I've always been coming from behind. So you know, it was just another milestone and another wall that I had to get over. So that's really how I took it, and now I got converted to a standard contract, and everything worked out in my favor.
Last thing for you, it's a very serious matter. Do you really put honey mustard on your cheesesteaks?
Yes, I do.
Forever?
Yep.
Would you recommend it?
Yes, I would. If you want to try it, I'll buy you one.
Wow, I can't say no to that. Justin Edwards, thank you so much.
No problem.